Welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 11 in the NFL, and we're talking right now with returning guest Shark Harrison from VegasKillers.com, who took a really tough beat last week. He took Detroit -2.5 before the Cutler news came out. The line went down to pick 'em or -1. Of course, Detroit winds up winning by 2, so it was a great pick, but unfortunately had to give Shark Harrison a loss. But Shark Harrison, thanks for being back with us this week, and thanks for the good advice last week, even though officially we can't give you a winner for it.
Thanks for having me, Peter. No worries.
Skype is also telling us that it's your birthday today. Shark Harrison, is that true?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a big day at the Harrison house today.
All right, nice. Are you one of these people who just like ignores your birthday, or do you have like a big bash and you invite all your friends and hookers and coke and everything, or what do you do?
Not at all, Peter. It's going to get pretty ugly. It's already pretty ugly inside. So we should probably make this short. I really want to get back in.
All right. Well, we'll make this short, and you didn't know this, you weren't expecting this, but I actually, I do have a birthday present for you, Shark Harrison. You ready for it?
What is it, Peter?
Oregon State team total over this Saturday.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'll look into it.
Happy birthday, Shark Harrison, and thanks so much for doing all these calls with us.
Oh, I thank you, Peter. I appreciate it.
All right, what do you have to say about the pick last week? I mean, that's why the number's so important. You know, you went out on a limb, and I appreciate it. You were like, listen, we're doing the call today. We could push it off a day later to wait for like widely available numbers, but you're like, I'll take 2.5. And of course, it did wind up making the difference.
Here's what I'll tell you about it. Here's actually a plug for my site. This is the exact kind of expertise you're going to get. I said, hey, look, the line's 2.5, but Jay Cutler's going to announce that he's playing next week.
Right.
Once he does, the books are going to take the line down. They're gonna maybe make the Bears a small favorite, which they didn't.
Right.
They ended up making them a pick. So once they did that, I released that to my members and myself, and we all got paid off.
All right, well, the game that you've picked for this week is, once again, the Detroit game, and they're, again, a small road favorite at Pitt of 1 or 1.5 points. And in general, I have to say, I'm a little bit high on Detroit right now. I'm monitoring, the injury situations with Johnson and Reggie Bush and everything. But in general, I'm kind of looking to bet on them every week. Now, here, they're a very small, favorite against a team that I was auto-fading earlier in the year, Pittsburgh. They have looked a little bit better recently. The question is that a mirage, or is it legit? My instinct right now is to take Detroit at -1. But if you say no, then I'm definitely off it. What do you think, Shark Harrison?
I'm going to tell you, I'll take the over in this. I saw it early at 46.5. It steadily moved up, so I'm not the only guy that thinks this. The better defense is the Lions. They're on the road off of a big win. So that was actually a signature win. So they're coming off of that. They are going to take the Steelers, seriously. I'm not saying that, but the Steelers, they got to start opening up the playbook at some time now. Their season's pretty much done. The way I see it, they score a couple touchdowns early. The Lions have the firepower. We could get into a shootout. Mm-hmm. The same kind of scenario as the Patriots-Steelers game a couple weeks back. Mm-hmm. Same scenario. I see that playing out this week as well.
All right, well, the total right now that I'm seeing is 47.5 or 48. Those are both widely available numbers, so we can give you 47.5. But the thing about the game against the Pats is, of course, that Pitt got absolutely blown out. So maybe a safer bet here would be on Detroit. If that's how you see it playing out, then maybe a bet on Detroit is a safer play.
I do like the bet. It was too big of a win last week. Mm-hmm. Way too big of a win. That Schwartz scares me. I was praying that would happen because I do have Detroit winning that division, but I'm going to slow my roll a little bit with the Lions and just, like I said, just take them on the over.
All right, so your play is going to be on the over, but just analyzing this game, for anyone who is trying to figure out what's going on with Pitt, do you think that their recent winning and covering is something that's likely to continue, or do you think they're going to regress back to the awful play and the ATS losing that they showed earlier in the year?
I don't think they're that bad of a team. Mm-hmm. I think they're well coached. I think they have some veteran leadership. I think that they lost some games early and they got down. But no, they're not an awful team. They're not as bad as they've shown, and they could sneak up on some people. So I would definitely watch out for them going forward and maybe start to look to bet on them.
Well, great analysis, great insights. As always, Shark Harrison from VegasKillers.com. Your official pick is going to be the over 47.5. We'll see how this one turns out. Thanks, Shark. Talk to you again next week.